welcome to the UK chapter of Mindful Return. My name is Lori Mahalik-Levin, and I'm the founder of Mindful Return.
And I'm Anya Smirnova, Mindful Return UK lead.
Wonderful. First, we'd like to tell you a little bit about ourselves and about how the UK chapter of Mindful Return came to be. As I said, I'm Lori Mahalik-Levin. I am mama to two wonderful redheaded boys who are now 8 and 10 as we record this. And I live in Washington, D.C. I wear two professional hats, one as a partner in the healthcare practice of a global law firm, and the other as the founder of this program, Mindful Return, that's really designed to help new parents transition back to work after parental leave. We've had over 1,300 people go through the course to date, and over 75 employers offer it as a parental leave benefit. And we're really excited to help you learn more about it. Over to you, Anya.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anya Smirnova. I'm a transformational women's coach, particularly for professional women, because I'm a former lawyer in private practice myself. I am based in London, the UK. I am also a mama to two very active boys who are now 4 and 7. In fact, one has turned 7 today as we record this video. And I heard about Lori's course from a mum friend during a London nursery drop-off. And when this friend learned that I am a coach for working mothers, she started to tell me about this brilliant course, maternity leave course, that she was offered by her employer. In fact, she was not just telling, she was raving about it. Naturally, I reached out to Lori and we started chatting about our shared passion for supporting working parents. And when Lori showed me the course, I absolutely loved it, because I remember my journey transitioning from being a lawyer to being a working mom lawyer, and it was not at all straightforward. And when we started working on the UK course, since I had 2 children and 2 returns to work, and still I found so much wisdom in having all this information and support in one place that I'm so excited. We now have the UK chapter. And really the idea of creating chapter after having this chat with Lori was the obvious next step.
So if you're wondering for whom this course was designed, this UK chapter is really specifically designed for moms who are based in the UK or who are going to be moving to the UK or whose parental leave is structured much more like the UK's policy of statutory parental leave. Really, it's for all new moms though. Whether, I know both of us are lawyers, but certainly this is not just for lawyers. It's anyone who really wants to be able to better manage that transition back to work after having a baby and navigating that personal and professional identity shift that you go through. So it's really designed to be universally applicable. Also, no matter how much time you wound up taking off with your baby, whether it was a handful of months or closer to a year, this course is for you. Anya, can you tell us a little bit more about what the UK course covers?
Yeah, sure. So the UK course really closely follows the global course that was the original course. It follows its structure, and there is another video on the same page which explains that there are 4 weeks and each week has a theme. It's about emotional preparation. There is a second week is about the logistics of going back to work after having a baby. The third week is about leadership and professional skills. And the last week is about creating the community. So we follow the same structure. And there are 2/3 of the lessons were written by Lori and 1/3 by guest speakers. In the UK chapter, I authored a couple of lessons, and the whole of the UK chapter is adapted for the legal and practical aspects of being a working mom in the UK, like the statutory parental leave policy, shared parental leave policy, flexible working, or your rights on breastfeeding on return back to work, things like this. And one of the very common questions that women ask is, what is the difference between the UK course and the global course? We're kind of getting to the topic already, but Laurie, can you succinctly explain it, how people can actually make a choice between the two?
Sure. So Anya is the lead of the UK course, and she and I are in there moderating. I am the lead of the global course, and I moderate that course with an alum of the global course. There are moms in the global course from literally all over the place, although the majority of the moms, for now at this point anyway, are based in the United States. But the structure, as Anya said, and the format and the content of the courses really are the same. I also just want to quickly mention that we have a really robust and active post-course alumni community. There's now a community that's been forming with all of the UK-based mums, both on LinkedIn and in Facebook. And we have an alumni community on Facebook and LinkedIn and through monthly phone calls and Zoom chats with all the moms from the global course as well. So because we've been running since 2015 now, we've got moms there with kids of all different ages who are supporting one another along their journey. Anya, when do you think is the best time to take the Mindful Return UK chapter course?
That's a good question, because obviously the parental leave policies are quite different in the UK, and women can take up to 14 months off. And I say women, well, parents, but we're talking about the maternity leave course. So 2/3 of the mums, as the practice shows, take the course while they're still on maternity leave, and it's really the best time to take the course to prepare for your return. Somewhere mid to late part of your leave, and I would say leaving at least 4 months before your return will be a good thing if you're considering flexible working, because that's how long it takes to negotiate the flexible working. So the best, why in maternity leave and why kind of mid to late part, is for practical reasons that, well, your mindset starts to be more on the return to work, and probably some anxieties start to ramp up about what work is going to look like when you go back. Then the realities of having a baby start to set in, and also you have a little bit more time to process the information. Hopefully you have more sleep during the nights, and you're more emotionally and practically ready to start tackling those return to work topics. Then there are a handful of pregnant women who are eager to learn about what to expect on return to work, and absolutely do join the course, and then come back to review the lessons of the course, or even join the next cohort of the course after you have the baby. And that's a great flexibility of the course. You can have unlimited access to the course materials, and also to join another cohort at no extra cost to you or to your employer if you're doing it through employment. And lastly, 1/3 of women take the course after they have come back from a maternity leave, and they still find it very useful to get practical tips for their existing challenges on return to work, and really start applying them straight away. Laurie, do you say there is a time with the worst time to take the course? I like you.
Perhaps the worst time to take the course, and what I'd probably not recommend doing it, is starting the course that same week that you are going back to work, because you already have so much going on in life, and you don't want this to feel like one extra burden, one extra thing that you're behind. We have a mantra in Mindful Return Land that is, you're never behind in Mindful Return Land. But as a new parent, you could feel that way if you're starting at the same time that you're going back. I want to emphasize that you may take this course at any time of day, from anywhere, literally. It is completely asynchronous. And so, you know, if it's the middle of the night and you want to log in, or if you want to catch up on lessons over the weekend, you can totally do that. And I just want to note that a lot of the moms who take the course view this sort of daily structured interaction as a form of self-care, as a form of connecting to community, and feel a bit sad when it ends. So the reason that I think a lot of people take it while they're on leave is they have a little bit more time, as Anya was saying, to pause and reflect and feel connected to other moms who are really going through the same thing they are. So thank you all for listening. If you have any additional questions about the Mindful Return UK chapter, please feel free to reach out directly to Anya, ANYA, at mindfulreturn.com, or me, Lori, LORI, at mindfulreturn.com, and we would be happy to answer those for you. We look forward to having you in a future session of the program.
Look forward to having you in the course.